Hello everyone, and welcome to your award-winning Kingsport Chamberzone. He is my good friend and co-host Bob Fegans. This is the show that's all about Kingsport and your Kingsport Chamber of Commerce.
And she is my good friend and co-host Laura Woods with Care Centers Management Consulting. And speaking of great care, we're so happy to be coming to you today from absolutely just one of the best. We're happy to be here at Oak Hill Memorial Park Funerals and Cremations, where they have great care. They're a great supporter to your Kingsport Chamber and a great friend to this community.
Indeed, Oak Hill is known nationally and locally, of course, for the compassionate care that it's able to provide. It's always a pleasure to be hosted by Jantry Shoup, who works here at Oak Hill. He's going to be on the show to talk to us about the new services that Oak Hill is providing, talk to you about the services it's always been able to provide, and give us his insight about what's going on in Kingsport.
We look forward to that, and a little later on your CZ, we'll have an update with your Keep Kingsport Beautiful, a program of your Kingsport Chamber. There are always a lot of events and activities happening with Keep Kingsport Beautiful to keep our city clean and beautiful. We'll tell you all about those, and we'll tell you about a very prestigious national award that Keep Kingsport Beautiful just won. We'll tell you about that and how you can help this very vital program of our city.
And even though it's October, it is time for us to start talking about the Santa Train Express. That is set, the 69th excursion is set to run on Saturday, November the 19th. Of course, the Santa Train Express is brought to you by the great people at Food City, the Kids Who Wish Network, CSX, and of course the fine people at the Kingsport Chamber of Commerce. We're going to preview the Santa Train Express. We're going to tell you who the special guests are, and we're going to tell you how you can help and be a part of this wonderful tradition.
So all aboard for another great CZ. Well, like that? Yeah.
That's nice.
Another great CZ ahead for you today. Before we get to all those great guests, let's take a look at your upcoming Kingsport Chamber news and highlights. We are so pleased to be joined by our host for today's Kingsport Chamber Zone, a great friend to your Kingsport Chamber and an incredible young leader in our community. Jantry Shoup is the funeral home manager here at Oak Hill Memorial Park Funerals and Cremations. He's also an outstanding alderman with the city of Kingsport. Jantry, as always, thanks for hosting your CZ. We're always so glad to be back here with you.
It's our honor to have you here, Bob and Laura.
Thanks, Jantry.
Well, let's talk about this beautiful cemetery and outstanding funeral home you have here at Oak Hill. Tell us about all the wonderful services that you provide here at Oak Hill.
Well, we are blessed to have a 110-acre cemetery with the heritage of many of our forefathers here in Kingsport. The city charter was in 1917, but actually the cemetery began in 1902, so an enormous amount of history, over a century worth of history here. And then the Latimers came along in 1979 and built the funeral home, which we have the honor to serve families in many different ways who have lost their loved ones, and that is a very important part of what we do. As much as we enjoy being involved in the community, our primary focus is to help families in their time of need.
And you do that just remarkably well. You know, Oak Hill has a national reputation for the compassionate care that it's able to provide to those families. Talk to us about that.
We try very hard to be on the forefront of the offerings in the funeral industry. It's changed a lot over the years. I began working here when I was a sophomore at Dobbins Bennett High School, and I'm amazed just from that time till now how much funeral service has changed, and consumers' demands have changed. Technology has impacted funeral service in many ways, very therapeutic ways. DVDs and actually books can be published to commemorate someone's life. Very, very neat options out there, and we try to offer all the options that are out there to families.
And one of the physical changes that you've had here at Oak Hill is the mausoleum, where we're taping from today. And that was something that opened probably just a little over a year ago, I guess. Talk to us about the mausoleum.
It was. This mausoleum is in an ideal location. This was just a empty knoll over here, and for 60-some years, the Easter sunrise service has taken place just below us, and we've talked about it for years, and finally they put a rendering together, and we thought it would fit perfectly with the flagpole, and it has, and it serves as a very serene and heavenly type memorial for people's loved ones, and also as a great venue, as Miles Burdine was our speaker this past Memorial Day, and the American Legion and Marine Corps came and did a very moving service to honor our veterans. So it has a multi-purpose use.
Sure.
Well, it certainly is a beautiful and peaceful setting here, Jantry, at Oak Hill. And in addition to your compassionate care and the wonderful services you do provide here at Oak Hill is sincerely dedicated and very involved in your Keene Sport community. So tell us why both you and the Oak Hill team get so involved on so many levels in the community.
Well, Lane Latimer set the precedent to be involved in the community, and I saw that from a young age and the importance of it. And Keene Sport is a very unique place, in that you're really encouraged to give back from your heart and from your business and your life and time. And Lane made sure that this would be in the hands of a company that shared those same values and the importance of those actions. And so we are very blessed to be owned by a company that wants to give back to the community, and it allows us the autonomy to do that. And at the same time, it's just comes natural from growing up here. It's expected, and it's an honor to be involved.
And Lane did set a great tradition. He is a past president and a lifetime member of your Keene Sport Chamber, so good tradition to follow.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And including that involvement, here's the
annual dinner plug. I know.
Annual dinner plug for this show. Oak Hill's back once again. Yeah, what is that?
Are you familiar with the annual dinner?
He should be, because for what, 7 years now, 7 or 8 years, Oak Hill is once again serving as the reception sponsor for your Keene Sport Chamber's annual dinner. And Jantry, we greatly appreciate that tremendous support over these many years, and you're again doing it for 2012. So why does Oak Hill continue to support this great event?
Well, it's not so much the event is phenomenal, but it's not so much the event itself as what our chamber stands for and what it gives back to this community. It is the ultimate example of what businesses need to do to make Keene Sport a great place, and we strongly want to support that and have enjoyed doing so over the past years.
As Bob mentioned in the introduction for this interview, you are one of our young leaders here in Keene Sport. We've had the pleasure of having you represent us on the Board of Mayor and Aldermen now for several years. From that position, tell us what you see for Keene Sport over the next few years.
We are blessed in many ways from a lot of things that's happened over the past few years. I think one of the things that we're seeing gradually take place is increase in restaurants and retail in some areas, which is wonderful. A perfect example is the tremendous food city downtown, the redevelopment of the Quebecor site. Beef O'Brady's is coming in, and other businesses will be. So a lot of past investments are continuing to be built on in the future. I think we still have not seen the wonderful results that's going to come from the Higher Education Initiative. And finally, thank goodness, the Pal Barger School of Automotive Technology will be up and running soon, and that's really going to make for a good workforce in the future, which jobs, as everyone knows, is extremely important. So as long as we maintain an educated workforce, we're going to make sure our industries have an equipped workforce for them, and that's important. And I think also our mayor says it best: small things make the greatest difference. We've done a lot in infrastructure. The roundabouts, I think Netherland Inn is tremendous. The parking garage has been talked about for years. It's finally happening, and the aquatic center is going to be a great asset in the future. So Keene Sport is very blessed. A lot of great things taking place.
Jantry, if people want to find out more about the services that you provide here at Oak Hill, where can they get that information?
They can call us at area code 423-246-4631 or visit our website at oakhillmemorialpark.com.
Great. Well, Jantry Sheep with Oak Hill Memorial Park Funerals and Cremations, thank you so much for hosting us today. Thank you so much for all that you give back to Keene Sport. We really appreciate it.
It's an honor, and thank you, Laura and Bob, for all you do for this great city.
Thank you, Jantry. And we'll have an update with your Kingsport Chamber's Keep Kingsport Beautiful program when we return on your CZ. Please stay with us. And welcome back to your Kingsport Chamberzone on location from Oak Hill Memorial Park Funerals and Cremations on this beautiful, perfect fall morning.
It is. Speaking of beautiful, Kingsport is very fortunate to have a Keep America Beautiful affiliate here, the Keep Kingsport Beautiful affiliate that is part of your Kingsport Chamber of Commerce. Here to tell us more about the exciting events that this program has coming up and why it's so important to the city are two people who hold it near and dear to their heart, and that would be Robin Clary, who is the Executive Director of KKB for the Chamber, and Scott Barrett, who is a KKB Council member and also General Manager for Allied Waste, one of the sponsors of the program. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Robin, I imagine everybody knows about KKB and what it is, but just in case they're not familiar with Keep Kingsport Beautiful, tell us a little bit about it.
Well, we're a program we're a joint effort between the City of Kingsport and the Chamber of Commerce, and we promote environmental issues and recycling and beautification projects throughout the City of Kingsport.
Mm-hmm.
And Scott, Allied Waste is a huge supporter of the Keep Kingsport Beautiful program. You donate a lot of time and services. Of course, as Laura mentioned, you're on the KKB Council. So before we talk about your involvement with Keep Kingsport Beautiful, tell us about Allied Waste.
Well, Bob, you ever wondered where your garbage went after you put it out?
I always thought Laura stole it. That's what, Scott. You know, I see her out there rummaging through it. So.
Well, I work for Allied Waste, and Allied Waste is a Republic Services company. And we are one of the leaders in the industry in collecting trash and disposing of it. And frankly, I get a lot of the garbage that's in this area, in the Tri-Cities. And
you do pick up at Bob's house, then, don't you?
I get a lot of it on this show. So.
Yeah. Well, basically, we're a full-service provider. You know, we pick up household garbage, we pick up garbage from businesses, and from actual municipalities as well. We, in fact, service 7 counties in the Tennessee and Southwest Virginia area, including Sullivan County. So Allied provides the collection and disposal of the trash. And we, as I said, we're a leader in the industry and very large presence here in the Tri-Cities.
Keep Kingsport Beautiful just wrapped up a very successful conservation camp, and we were very fortunate to have Allied Waste as the title sponsor for that camp. So I guess the first question is, why did Allied Waste want to get involved in that part of the program?
Well, Laura, you know, Allied Waste has been involved in community events in the Tri-Cities for many, many years, and in fact across the country in local municipalities. And you know, we hold safety and environmental responsibility in very, very high regard. And I thought it was just natural for us to share that with the students and the kids and our young people in the community.
Certainly Conservation Camp is a great program, and it's a lot of fun. What did Allied Waste get to do as being title sponsor for that?
It was fun. It was fun.
It was a
Thank you,
fun day.
Robin, for you know, helping us, you know, be supportive to this. Our station actually, what we did, we talked about where the garbage went, and the kids, you know, learned a little bit about that. We also focused on recycling and reducing waste, because, you know, we do bury the garbage in our landfill, and we bury it responsibly. There's a lot of environmental laws and regulations that go along with it. But really the key factor for us going into the future is to try and reduce that waste. And recycling is part of that, where we can reuse that material, but also reducing the amount of waste that we actually landfill is important. So I was really amazed at the creativity of the kids that were there at the camp. I brought some items, and we talked about whether we'd throw it in the garbage or recycle it or reuse it, and the creativity there was really good, and a feeling of giving, you know, of giving it to someone else to use when you're done with it instead of just landfilling it. So, you know, it was really fun, very fun event. We also, in the focus on recycling, we were promoting a recycling survey in the area, and we announced that we were going to give away an iPod to one of the students there if they went online and filled out a survey. So I really like to be able to announce the winner of that iPod.
Breaking news.
Breaking news is Caleb Nunez from Kingsport.
Yay,
Was the
Caleb!
fourth grader that's on that
Exclusive right
iPod.
here.
Yeah,
Nice.
congratulations.
And thank you, Caleb, for going online and giving us a little bit of information of how you recycle. We also had a little help at the camp. We had Joe, our operations manager, and Shane, one of our drivers. They were there to talk about safety around equipment. You know, big trucks run down the street, and kids are just amazed at equipment that make a lot of noise and bang and boom. And we really wanted to give all the kids some advice on keeping away from vehicles, safety around the vehicles, whether it's our truck, City of Kingsport truck, or any other truck for that matter. And our guys had a lot of fun talking to the kids. It really got them excited. A lot of colors and whistles, and it was just a great event all around. And Allied Waste is really proud to be the title sponsor of that event.
Thank you.
It was a great event, and thanks in large part to Allied
Right.
Waste. And Scott, we certainly appreciate your support and support of Allied Waste. And speaking of events, Robin, Keep Kingsport Beautiful is also preparing for its annual Fall Tree Fund planning. So tell us about that fun event and how people can contribute to the Tree Fund.
Sure. We do 2 plantings a year, one in the spring and one in the fall. Those are part of our Keep Kingsport Beautiful Tree Fund, which is sponsored by Hamlet Dobson Funeral Homes. Throughout the year, individuals can make contributions in honor of or in memory of loved ones, friends, family, and of course then we do plantings twice a year in public spaces in the City of Kingsport. This fall our planting is scheduled for Friday, November the 4th at 12 noon at the Farmers Market downtown. We're actually going to meet there on the property, and if the weather's great like today, we'll be outside. If it's a little colder and maybe a little windy, we'll go inside to the Farmers Market into that wonderful new facility and take advantage of that. But we are planting 10 Armstrong maple trees down Center Street this year. Those will be planted from the corner of Clinchfield and Center Street all the way back to Roller Street. And those are going to match up with the trees that line Center along Domtar. It's going to make that entryway
Beautiful.
to the city really nice.
Sure. Sure. And with November just around the corner, you also have another big event that you're planning for, and that would be America Recycles Day that takes place on November the 15th. But what does KKB have in store for America Recycles Day?
I am so excited about America Recycles Day. We are really participating in a big way this year. That is a program that is sponsored by Keep America Beautiful. It's the only nationally recognized day that promotes recycling. And when I was starting to try to think about what to do this year, I was looking at the material from Keep America Beautiful, and one of the focus areas was plastic bag recycling, which is one of those things that can't be recycled curbside anywhere. It has to do with the whole way that the plastics are collected. And so I knew that Bays Mountain Park had just recently gotten involved in the neatest program with the Trex Company, and for every 10,000 bags, plastic bags they collect, they get a free park bench from the Trex Company. And the Trex Company, they make the composite decking material out of recycled wood products and plastics. So we are going to, the week of November the 14th through the 18th, we are going to collect plastic bags for Bays Mountain Park, bags to benches for Bays Mountain Park. And Domtar is already collecting for us. We've got collection barrels at City Hall and at the Chamber. Bays Mountain Park, Kingsport City Schools are coming on board. We're going to put collection barrels at the different elementary schools and possibly middle and high school. Rock Springs Elementary is collecting for us, and Eastman Chemical Company is going to collect within their company sites for us too.
Great.
Oh, that's great.
I'm so excited.
That's very exciting. Robin, there's so much going on with Keep Kingsport Beautiful, and if people want to follow the example of Scott and Allied Waste and get involved and help support all the activities of Keep Kingsport Beautiful, a great way to do that is to become a member of the KKB Clean Team.
Yes.
So tell us about the Clean Team and how important that is to all the work that you do.
Well, that is our one of our larger little fundraising efforts that we do, and we're actually going to kick that off the end of October, probably run that from October up through the end of December, 1st of January. We have letters that will be going out shortly. It'll also be information available on the KKV website and the Chamber's website. It's different donation levels, and you can, at whatever level you're comfortable, and your funds go purely to support Keep Kingsport Beautiful's many programs that we have, from beautification awards to our trash busters, trash barrel paint in, all of the things that we do to make Kingsport a nicer place.
course, we think that KKB is just a fabulous program, but it was recently recognized with a very prestigious national award, so others obviously recognize the value that KKB brings to the area. Tell us about that award.
Well, I'm very proud of this. We found out last week that Keep Kingsport Beautiful was recognized as a national affiliate winner for Keep America Beautiful, a distinguished service citation in the affiliates that serve populations of 50,000 or less, and we were the only affiliate in the state of Tennessee that received one of the affiliate awards, and we will be recognized at Keep America Beautiful's National Conference in New Orleans at the end of November.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it is.
Great.
That's quite a distinction and very well deserved. And Robin, if people wanted more information, they wanted to volunteer, they wanted to donate to Keep Kingsport Beautiful, where can they find you?
They can find me. My offices are at the Chamber of Commerce. You can go to our website, which is keepkingsportbeautiful.com. We've got a Facebook page that we're very active on, so you can find us on Facebook. My phone number is 392-8814, and you can email me at rcleary@kingsportchamber.org.
Great.
Well, Robin Cleary with Kingsport Chamber's Keep Kingsport Beautiful program, and Scott Barrett with Allied Waste. Thanks for joining us today and for all you're doing for Keep Kingsport Beautiful. And we should also mention that this young lady right here, Laura Woods, is the chair of Keep Kingsport Beautiful this year, and has spent a lot of time and talent and leadership with Keep Kingsport Beautiful this year.
So
congrats to all three of you.
I just follow Robin and Scott's lead. That's all
right.
I do.
You're smart to do that too.
Thanks. Thank you all both for being here. We really
you.
appreciate it. When we come back, it's hard to believe, but it is time to talk about the man who's been making his list and checking it twice. And we're not talking about Bob's Christmas list. Of course, we're talking about Santa Claus. The Santa Train Express is on its way. We're going to tell you all about it right after this. And welcome back to your award-winning Kingsport Chamberzone from Oak Hill Memorial Park Funerals and Cremations.
It's now time to talk about the Santa Train, which is hard to believe. It's coming right around the corner. And the Santa Train itself is as popular a holiday tradition as Christmas caroling and hanging stockings over the fireplace. With a jolly old elf himself, cue the music. Hear it?
I do. I heard that.
He's on his way.
Not that far. It sounds like he's right behind the camera.
I mean, he's closer than we think. Well, Santa will be coming to the mountains of Kentucky, Virginia, and Tennessee on his annual excursion on the 69th Santa Train on Saturday, November the 19th. Here now to give you a sneak peek and to tell you where all he'll be stopping and what gifts he'll be bringing with him are Mary Beth McLean with your Kingsport Chamber and Jamie Horton with Food City. Food City, of course, is one of the main sponsors of the Santa Train.
Yeah.
Jamie is also an assistant store manager with Food City, and Mary Beth is
Has to work with Bob.
Has to work with me, but she's on the other end of the building, so that's why she smiles a little bit more. She's the Small Business Services Marketing Manager with your Kingsport Chamber Small Business Program, Cosby. Mary Beth, of course, is the Santa Train Director, and Jamie is the Santa Train Coordinator. And thanks for joining us today and bringing us a little Christmas cheer on the CZ today.
Truly, as big as the Santa Train is, you would think that they would need more help than just these two ladies right here, because there's a lot involved.
Well,
you all do a remarkable job. Just
Thank
very
you.
remarkable.
That's right. Well, lifetime member Ed Moore rides, you know.
Yeah,
he's the star along with
bit
Santa,
or something.
you know.
I'm not sure. I think he might do a little bit.
That's right.
Yeah.
But for anyone who has never heard, Jamie, for anyone who has never heard of the Santa Train and this great tradition, tell us about this remarkable event.
The Santa Train has grown so much over the years, and it's really become a well-known event. But for those of the people that don't really know what the Santa Train is, what happens is we gather donations throughout the year. They come from all across the United States, food and toy donations. We gather those up throughout the year and we pack them up into totes. The weekend before Thanksgiving, we go through Kentucky, Virginia, and Tennessee, as Bob said, and hand those gifts out to the families that come along.
Yeah.
It truly is just a remarkable event, and you've ridden the Santa Train now for 13 years.
It's
so
amazing, wow.
What makes the Santa Train so special, Jamie?
This is such a special event. It's a multi-generation event where you have different people come out that's seen it as a child, and those that just came out that it's a new event that they're going to start coming to. But it's just those memories that the Santa Train make. It's really wonderful to see those smiles and hear the stories from everyone that's been a part of it over the years.
It certainly is a wonderful tradition, Mary Beth. It's a train that makes a 110-mile journey from Kentucky down into Tennessee, crossing through Southwest Virginia. 15 tons of toys and gifts.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. Tell us about the types of gifts that are on the Santa train.
Well, as Jamie said, we do collect donations year-round, and those come from literally across the United States, about 45 states that we receive donations from. We accept new and used toys, and those range from hand-knitted scarves, mittens, hats, blankets, stuffed animals, footballs, baby dolls, DVDs, CDs, nail polish, you name it. Anything that a child could want to have for Christmas, we receive. It's really wonderful. And once again, this year, our new partner, Kids Wish Network, has donated another $130,000 worth of toys.
Wow.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah, that's incredible.
So we're very, very blessed to have them as a new partner.
And the train doesn't pack itself, you know, so that those 15 tons of gifts and everything, they have to make their way to the train. So
Yes.
seating is limited on the train, so people can't necessarily participate that way, but there are other ways where they can help and they can volunteer and be part of it. How do they do that?
Yes, there's a great opportunity that we offer. It's called Santa's Workshop, and that's held the Wednesday before we leave on that Saturday. So this year it's Wednesday, November 16th from 5 to 7 p.m., and that will be held at Food City here in Kingsport on the Eastman location. And what we do is we literally invite the community out to help load all the toys and candy into totes. As Jamie mentioned, once they're in totes, then later on we do load the Santa train before it departs on Saturday. And this year, what we're doing is Food City is offered to do a dinner reception, and we'll also have door prizes. We did it last year for the first year, and they're going to do that again for us this year. So it's going to be an extra special event.
Yeah.
And of course, Mary Beth, Santa Claus and the legendary Ed Moore with Food City are the real marquee names on the Santa train. But this year you also have a celebrity duo that will be riding. So tell us about those special elves who will be on the voyage.
I'm sorry, I'm so excited. I'm interrupting. We're very excited to have this celebrity guest. They are Thompson Square. They are a husband and wife duo. They've actually been nominated for several awards this year. Their hit single, Are You Gonna Kiss Me? It's #1 on CMT. They've been nominated for an AMA award for Best New Artist, 2 CMA nominations, New Artist of the Year, and Vocal Duo of the Year. So needless to say, we're very excited to have them, and they have showed extreme interest in the Santa train, which is extra special. So we're very lucky.
Sure. Well, and speaking of lucky, of course, Jamie, the Santa train is very lucky to have such a great sponsor in Food City. You all donate so much time. You donate so many of your resources to help make the Santa train special, and you do it year after year. Why does the company continue to be involved in this?
We feel that we're very lucky to be a part of it. Food City has always been known for giving back to the community, and we want to continue to do that. It makes our community stronger, and it just shows how much people should get involved and donate their time as well.
Well, it's certainly a wonderful event, and I know that people look forward to it as well. And we appreciate you all coming on the show, of course, to tell us about it. Mary Beth McLean with the Kingsport Chamber's Cosby program, and Jamie Horton with Food City. Thank you all so much for everything that you all do. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And for more information on this year's Santa Train Express, just call your Kingsport Chamber at 392-8800 or go to kingsportchamber.org. And we'll have more of your CZ right after this. Well, it's time to close this edition of your Kingsport Chamberzone on this beautiful fall day. We want to thank the great team here at Oak Hill Memorial Park Funerals and Cremations for hosting our show today. And as always, the great team at Charter Media for producing your CZ.
We do want to thank our show sponsors as well, Indian Path Medical Center, Eastman Chemical Company, and Eastman Credit Union.
And the Meadowview Marriott Conference Resort and Convention Center, the law firm of Hunter, Smith & Davis, and Laura's new company, Care Centers Management Consulting.
Don't forget, to find out everything that's going on in Kingsport, you're always welcome to contact your Kingsport Chamber of Commerce at 392-8800. Check them out online at kingsportchamber.org, or if you're feeling social, they are too. You can like them on Facebook or follow them on Twitter. Until our next visit together on your CZ, we are Bob and Laura reminding you to please be loyal and buy local. Have a great week.
Area code 423-246-55.
Provide here at Oak Hill or Gentry, if people want to find out more about the services that you provide here at Oak Hill, or if they are in need of your... Okay.
Guys, come on!
And welcome back to this edition of your award-winning Kingsport Chamberzone.
I forgot what I was going to say. I was waiting. I was waiting. I'm sorry. I was waiting on from Oak Hill Memorial Park, and I was just, oh, she's done. And
Chantry, if people want to find out more about the services that you provide here at Oak Hill, if they are in need of your services,
I was looking at Laura. I was not even looking at you, Chantry.
It's that part of the question. All right, I'm shortening
All right,
the question.
listen,
I'm
this is
shortening the
serious.
question.